Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Saucytrims tapping in with you guys, and today we're just going to do a quick Q&A of 20 simple questions of how I got started and how I got to where I'm at now. So let's just jump right into it. Question one: what inspired me to become a barber? Inspired me to become a barber is my aunt. Just her owning a hair salon and a barber shop, and just always just coming to the shop and seeing the vibes. It seemed like a pretty chill job. And second question: the exact moment I knew that barbering was my passion. The moment I knew barbering was my passion was when I started to take interest in certain things. So as I was coming to the shop, I'll see my cousin cutting hair, and to see the reaction of clients and how they feel, the compliments that they received. I wanted to be able to do that to people and to give them that feeling. Third question: what influenced me to start? So, like I said previously, my cousin, he was in hair school, and I started to just learn little tips and tricks from him on how to cut hair. Question four: what do I bring to the industry? Branding myself Saucytrims, and what I bring to the industry is just being able to give someone that cutting edge style, and give them what their the desired look that they're looking for is what I bring to the industry. So question five: how did my background shape my style? To be a dancer, I used to dance, I used to skateboard, I used to play basketball, I used to be in a whole bunch of a lot of different things. How that reflects into my craft now is I don't just stick to one specific like niche. I try to tap into every single style, every single haircut, just so I don't have to turn away anybody. I'm able to give them what they're looking for and just step up my game a little bit more higher. How did I learn how to cut? My cousin, he taught me how to cut hair. He showed me a few tips and tricks of how to like really get the fades going, how to do lineups and stuff like that. But overall, I had to learn myself because with those tips and tricks, yeah, they did help me, but I still have to apply pressure and just cut the hair and to get over that scary feeling of messing someone up and getting over that hurdle. Who was my first client and what happened? Funny story. One of the kids that I was cutting on a Sunday, before I think it was after church, their mom wanted me to just buzz their hair down and line them up and all that stuff. So that's exactly what I did. I buzzed his hair down low, lined him up. The kid was crying. He didn't really like it, but his mom was the one who was paying for the cut, so he had to get what he had to get. Tools I started with, I started off with the Wall Magic Clip, Wall Seniors. I had the Andes T outliner, and those were my three clippers that I've had. To this day, I still have them in my house. Then I started to build my tools up and buying the more latest, some of the latest technologies. Did I ever go to barber school? No, I have never went to barber school. I went to hair school. And hair school is a lot different than barber school because they focus on women's hair, long hair, hot tools. They're not teaching me how to fade. They're not teaching me how to do lineups. Um, but just learning the hair and the different services definitely helped me elevate my game. Our biggest challenges I faced, some of the biggest challenges I faced as a barber is just finding where you fit in. So throughout my journey, I've been to over, I'd say 15 different barbershops, bounced around the city from east to west, north to south, lakeshore, downtown. I've been, biggest challenges for me was just to find a place where I could fit in with other barbers that are that inspire me and are we're pushing each other because iron sharpens iron. So being around some of the top barbers definitely helped me elevate my game to where it's at now. What keeps me motivated? What keeps me motivated is just doing content, the reactions of people, going to hair festivals, going to different hair shows, and it just ignites that fire back in me to keep going and to keep pushing through and to keep going harder. How has style changed since then? Since I first started cutting hair, and how my style has changed is changed a lot because I'm a lot more professional with my consultations. So I take my time to listen to the client. and ask them specific details about the haircut, what they like and what they don't like, and try to execute it to the best of my abilities. What do I love most about barbering? Man, I love everything, man. Just cutting the hair, it's like an art, and it's a different kind of finesse that you have to have in order to cut the hair, and just to see like the reactions of different clients when they're scared to sit in my chair because for once they're meeting me for the first time, so they don't know if I'm a good barber or a terrible barber. But I strongly believe once they sit in my chair and they experience the Saucytrims haircut, that they wouldn't go anywhere else because the amount of detail that I put into it and the consultation, they feel relaxed, they feel like they're in good hands, and my skill set speaks for itself. Do I feel like barbering is more about art or skills or both? I feel like it's both because it does have a lot of artistic parts to it, but then repetition is key. So just building that muscle memory of how to fade and how to do lineups and stuff like that. You definitely perfect your skill set more by putting in over 10,000 hours into your craft. What do my clients feel? So I like to make my clients leave a review. I give them the link to the Google reviews, and right after the haircut. So usually it's up to them. I tell them to be completely transparent and just say how they feel, but usually they love their haircut. It speaks for itself. So my reviews speak for themselves. How do I impact my community? What I like to do is I like to tap in with the community centers or different community events, and I like to give free haircuts. That's my way of giving back to the community. 2 years in a row, we have done back to school backpack giveaways and free haircuts and raffles for laptops, tablets, all that good stuff. And just to see the smiles on the kids' faces definitely is worth it because a lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are facing hardships. Um, so just being able to give back to my community where I'm from definitely, I feel proud of myself in a way that hopefully I could install a memory in their brain to so that they could do the same when they get older and they get to where they want to be. What makes me different? I guess just my story of how I got started, the resilience of me bouncing around the city, different barbershops, never giving up and just staying down, believing in myself no matter what no one says, and just pushing through. There's plenty of times where I wanted to quit. There's plenty of times where I wanted to give up and just go back into construction. But yeah, Rome wasn't built over at night. You're definitely gonna go through a lot of days where you're not busy. Like today's a pretty slow day, so instead of just sitting down, I'm doing a little quick interview to just put my name more out there and market myself better. My long term vision. My long term vision is to one day open my own barbershop. So I completed my hair school and I did write my licensing exam. However, I did not pass it. I failed it. Yeah, I did fail my test. It was about 120 questions. So the day after my son was born, I went to go write the test early in the morning, and I was not prepared. I didn't study. I was extremely tired, falling asleep during the test, and I didn't pass the test. But that's not gonna stop me from now going back to school in August, refreshing the things that I need to refresh on, and booking it again to finally get my license so that one day I could eventually open my own barbershop. Advice for new barbers. My advice to a new barber is to invest in yourself. Don't think that because you watched a YouTube video that you know exactly what you're doing. Um, Definitely invest into your tools. Definitely invest into your craft by taking a course, taking a class, and just grinding hard, bro. You definitely gotta grind, 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 grind. but also document your work from where you are now to your future of where you're gonna be. So if you go on my profile, you look all the way back, my haircuts were terrible, bro. But just repetition, dedication. Eventually, you're gonna get to where you want to be. So definitely stay down. You know what I mean? Um, and hold yourself accountable to your dreams and your promises. So yeah, that's just 20 simple questions about me and how I got started to where I'm at. Thank you guys for watching, and see y'all next time.